Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called lacrosse. After spending the first month of the season in hotbeds of the sport, the PLL takes on the frozen tundra and heads to Minneapolis, Minnesota. TD Erlin is not from here, but he's a huge Vikes fan. His Redwoods are 1-0 when he wears that Fran Tarkenton jersey. He's hoping the same thing happens tonight as the Woods take on Archers at TCO Stadium. Archers are only 2-2, but you see they've tied for the best score differential in the league with Chrome, both of their losses by only 1 goal. As for Redwoods, 1-3 to start, also lost by 1 last week against Whipsnakes. This is their worst start in club history. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us here in Minneapolis. Drew Carter, Paul Carcaterra upstairs. We'll check in with Chantel McCabe down on the field in just a moment. And Carc, we might see the best offensive team in the league tonight with Archers.
Well, you'll certainly see the best.
Perkovic, lefty shot, off the pipe, rebound goes. Jules Henningberg starts the scoring in Minneapolis.
You get the early save by Jack Kelly. Henningberg follows a Perkovic rip. And Sergio Perkovic was a little banged up early in the season. It seems like he's moving well. Gets to his offhand, too. Perkovic loves to shoot with the right hand, showing some versatility. Henningberg follows it up, cashes in. You know, Henningberg's one of those guys, we talk about his perimeter play, but he has smooth stick skills, and I think it's so critical for the Redwoods to have significant offense from the inside because they're a perimeter-based offense, Drew.
He was by far the best goalie in the world. Here comes Pennell from X. Again, it's Pennell versus Hasek. What a matchup. Bertrand, lefty shot goes. It's 2-zip Redwoods, 10 minutes in.
One of the best attackmen who's ever played professional lacrosse. His name's Rob Pennell. He knows how to run an offense, and he knows what his team's weakness is right now. Sharing the rock. Last in the league in assisted goals. Pennell knows finding seams against the Archer, critical.
Leads the league in that category at 10. Kelly out of his cage. That's Archer's ball. Kelly's got to hustle. Time in room, and Kelly has the save. But they give it right back. Buzzer beater chance. And Connor DeSimone cashes in. Archers on the board with zeros on the clock.
What a pass by the rookie, Matt Moore. You turn on the tape, you watch him play at Virginia. He's dual threat. 2019, they won the national championship. Over 40 goals, over 40 assists. He sees the next layer of a defense, and he understands opportunities like this. The Redwoods think he's lining up for a 2, and he fakes that the last second. Finds DeSimone, the other rookie, on the backside, the fake and the finish. It's all specialists in this league.
He was 75+% in college, best mark ever. Here's Pennell operating from X. The question mark, and there's the answer. The king of the question mark, Rob Pennell's on the board.
Rob Pennell owns goal line extended. Why? Because he has options. He's a passer. He can beat you with a roll. He can continue upside in terms of where the defensive pressure is and go north, and that's what he does. Everyone's so concerned with the question mark and the rollback with Pennell. Look where Hasek's stick is, right? He thinks Pennell is going to roll or change to his right hand. That time he doesn't. The little stutter, the subtleties in terms of his footwork, perfection.
You're always ready for the question mark with Rob Pennell. He scored so many goals like that at Cornell.
But every defender is so cautious of it that it actually creates so many more options.
By DeSimone with 9 to shoot. And he was held in check last week. No goals, a couple of assists in that loss to Atlas. League's leader in goals and points. How did that go? Will Manny is a magician. but it's just Manny being Manny.
Will, I'm going to ask you a simple question that my partner Drew Carter wants to know. How in the world did that go in?
Shoot or shoot, Kark. I've been shooting that shot for a while, since college. Had a short stick early in that possession, late in the possession. Me and Marcus, a little pick, slip, a little chemistry. But it's not bad shooting that downhill on low clock, so let's go, we're in this thing.
Redwoods can play big-time defense. Where are the seams against this specific defense?
I mean, we're getting shots. They're everywhere right now. We just got to can them. Jack Kelly's hot. Got to change up our shots, and we'll be all right.
Thank you, Will.
That's Will Manny under the helmet, powered by Sun Chlorella.
Will, I'm going to ask you a simple question that my partner Drew Carter wants to know. How in the world did that go in?
Shoot or shoot, Kark. I've been shooting that shot for a while, since college. Had a short stick early in that possession, late in the possession. Me and Marcus, a little pick, slip, a little chemistry. But it's not bad shooting that downhill on low clock, so let's go, we're in this thing.
Redwoods can play big-time defense. Where are the seams against this specific defense?
I mean, we're getting shots. They're everywhere right now. We just got to can them. Jack Kelly's hot. Got to change up our shots, and we'll be all right.
Thank you, Will.
That's Will Manny under the helmet, powered by Sun Chlorella.
The rest of the talent, he says he's able to read defenses on a different level than everyone else, guys.
And it's not just him, Chantel. Marcus Holman has his first goal tonight. We're tied at 3.
We talk about Will Manny, the shooter. How about Will Manny, the passer? Look at this right here. Will Manny catches the ball on the left side. We're going to freeze it right here. The vision to understand where his best friend is on the opposite side is incredible. Look at the pass and the shot by Marcus Holman. The vision to understand the layers, right, of that defense.
In those 1v1 settings. Here's Bertrand with plenty of space, and the shot on the run is a bullet. Charlie Bertrand has 2 tonight.
There's certain midfielders in this league shooting on the run from range. Outliers. Romar Dennis is one of them for the Atlas. Charlie Bertrand is one for the Redwoods. This is a high lefty sweep on the run, staring down Gittleman.
Good thing you're wearing those shoulder pads. That wouldn't have felt good. Cat Jules! Oh, Jules. He had possession. He had possession. What are you guys looking at? It tipped his stick. Oh my God. I don't know how 3 guys missed that. How do you miss that? He saved that. He saved it.
I go to the corner. Right?
Yeah, you go to the corner. I mean, that's absurd.
Yeah.
He saved the ball. It's a reset.
That's Rob Pennell under the helmet, powered by Sun Chlorella. He's got a lot of personality and a good stat line in this first half. Watch out for Perkovic at that 2-point arc. Led the league with 5 2-bombs last year. Robertson inside. He thought that one went down. It was off the pipe instead. Robertson takes it away. Under a minute to play in this second quarter. They do have a use it or lose it timeout, and Nat St. Laurent has thrown the challenge flag.
Yeah, he thinks that was a goal by Robertson.
You see the red flag
I was telling you earlier, though? You have
Redwoods
that guy.
are challenging that the previous play was a goal.
Robertson inside. That's where he's accustomed to playing. He's a right-handed finisher. I look at this Redwoods offense and tons of perimeter talent, but you need pieces to the puzzle, and I think he gives you, when you have lefties in Kavanaugh and Garnsey and Pennell operating behind the cage, Robertson, whether you bring him through the box as a midfielder or you play him at attack, he gives you an inside presence. That's a tough angle. Of course, they think it's in. Do you see the net move? I don't think they're going to reverse that. From this angle,
hard.
from what I'm seeing.
That's a great look.
Ooh.
I think that might be in. It's
that's
hard to
the
tell.
look. That look.
Coming right at you on your couch.
Let's see here. Does it cross the white line too? Oof, that look is something, right?
We might be here a while. This one's tough.
See the goal line, the white stripe there. The ball clearly bounces out, but that doesn't mean it didn't cross the goal line.
Right. Let's get the call from Dave Pinciaro.
After review, the ball hit in the inside of the net and came back out. It's a good goal.
Joe Robertson has his first of the season.
That was nice goalie cam action by our crew. And a good challenge by Nat St. Laurent. Why not, right? If you lose the timeout, who cares? Starting with Schreiber, because you run the risk trying to get him the ball, 9 seconds left. The Redwoods shutting off and denying him the ball. Let him decide how this half ends.
Schreiber watched by John Sexton. 5 to shoot for Archers. Schreiber back to Holman for 2. We are tied with 1 second left in the first half.
Hammer time. It looked like a desperation shot at first. But this ball is screaming. Holman sets the pick, and like all good off-ball offensive players, become a target afterwards. And the placement, looks like Jack Kelly might have been screened there. Looked like the inside Eddie Glazner definitely was in his lane.
Assists in the first half. Let's go under the helmet, powered by Sun Chlorella.
Rob, 3 points on the evening against Graham Hosick, who was Defender of the Year a year ago in the PLL. Why do you have success against him?
Yeah, I'm not worried about myself right now. I think we're doing a great job offensively and sharing the ball and moving it around the perimeter. I think when we don't do that is when we're not having success. So, offense is getting me the ball in some good positions, and we just got to keep that up in the second half. He's obviously a great defender. It's always a fun battle going against him, both in the PLL and internationally.
What does everyone need to know about Joe Robertson, the rookie from Duke, who's in the lineup?
Guy's a stud. He can can it with both his left and right hands. I love having him out here. He's a great shooter and doesn't stop moving.
Thank you, Rob.
Rob Pennell, one of the most prolific pro players of all time. Top 5 in points in pro lacrosse history.
Well, he played that way at Brown for Lars Tiffany and Sean Kerwin. It was make the save, get the ball out, trigger transition. Brown in 2016, they were up and down all day.
Miles Jones with the righty hammer, and the Redwoods are back out in front.
Miles Jones is going to play with a bit of a chip on his shoulder tonight. Didn't get the start. Charlie Bertrand was on fire a week ago in Baltimore. But from a sheer strength and shooting from the outside perspective, Miles Jones is an outlier. He can soak checks, body blows, and hammer shots.
6'5", 260. He was 0 for 5 shooting last week in the loss to Whipsnakes. He scores tonight on his 2nd attempt of the game.
I like how he initiated the offense.
Here comes Tom Schreiber, using the screen from Ryan Ambler. Feed in front. That is beautiful from Archers. We're tied again. Marcus Holman has his 3rd goal and 4th score tonight.
That is beautiful. And that, Drew Carter, is what they call Archers lacrosse. They lead the league in assisted goals. And this play right here is a microcosm of the way they want to play, the way they do play. Find the extra man. It's all about one more. We're all tied up in MINNY.
Matt Moore sends it back to X with Connor Fields. 364 points at the University of Albany. University at Albany, I should say. Right on the doorstep, Archers have their first lead. Ryan Ambler finishes off the feed from Fields.
The Redwoods are so concerned, Drew, in terms of this Fields matchup on the short stick. And he's masterful in terms of playing a little cat and mouse, the back and forth. You see that? Like Garrett Epple doesn't know. Should I go? Should I stay? Fields is well aware of where 52 in white is. And Ambler recognizes that and back cuts and hangs on the pipe. That is masterful by Connor Fields, kind of prying at the defense. The worst thing you could do as a defender is get caught in that middle zone. Should I stay? Should I go? Fields recognizes that and hits Ambler.
That's Fields' first point tonight and first point of the season in his PLL debut in 2022. It'll be Redwoods ball after the contact on the faceoff. Pinnell under 10 to shoot. Hosek just blew up Garnsey. Get that guy an ice pack. Garnsey, doesn't matter. He puts it home anyway. Ryder Garnsey has his 6th goal of the season.
Toughness personified. He's the pick man behind the cage. And he has to deal the hulk of a defender in Graham Hosek. Gets absolutely crushed there. Play's not over, 50 in white. He recognizes that. After Hosek blows him up, he thinks he's done, out for the count. Garnsey says, not so fast. Watch 50 in white pop up. Find that seam late in a shot clock. An amazing, tough play by Ryder Garnsey. It's a great message to any young lacrosse player. The play's not over until it's over. In the league, probably spends more time with more buckets of balls from that location, training-wise, than Will Manny.
Physicality at goal line extended, and the Archers are back out in front. Connor DeSimone pulls out his do-it-yourself kit.
In the springtime, I was going through potential draftees for the PLL. I thought he was under the radar. He was not drafted, but his skill set was suited for PLL because of his versatility. He played attack and midfield at Johns Hopkins. And plays like that, I've seen it since he was in high school. Connor DeSimone delivers after getting absolutely pounded by the hardest hitter in the league in Garrett Epple. Props for Connor DeSimone, knowing that when he takes that extra step, he's gonna get hit tonight.
He's gonna miss his son getting interviewed. He's down with Chantel.
You did not give up on that despite some physicality. How'd you make it go in?
Honestly, I just got underneath. There was great spacing by my teammates, kind of gave me the room that I needed, and stuck one near side and took the hit after, so pay the consequence.
Want to give a shout out to Dad?
Yeah, shout out Joe DeSimone.
Thank you.
There you go.
He's watching.
It's a good one to watch on TV.
Yeah, Joe DeSimone's a tremendous lacrosse dad.
Let's go down to Chantel with Jules.
Jules, at this point in the game, you were able to defeat your defender here, but what is going to happen if you guys win this game being so tight at this point?
What do we need to do to win the game? Just keep pounding, play after play, refocusing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chantel. We're still tied at 8 for 1-4. They've already gotten off to their worst start in club history through 4 games, including a 3-goal effort week 2 in Charlotte against Chrome. Compare that to Archers, who are plus 14 for the season, tied for the best in the league. Jules Henningberg wasting no time in the 4th. He's got his 2nd goal tonight, and we are tied again.
This is big for Jules. If you know his tendencies, he's not typically a time and room shooter from the left side. But you see the premature slide from the Archers. I don't know why they're supporting that matchup so quickly from the adjacent, because the adjacent's in a shooting spot, and that's Henningberg. I understand Rob Pinnell's a threat, but he didn't have the clean break there. And when you slide prematurely, you're leaving.
Montgomery and Holman. Two-bomb off the side of the net. Got a mom goal here in Minnesota. Henningberg has it. He's got his man tied up. Jones in front, fights through contact and scores. Woods back out in front.
Two big plays by Jules, 7 and white. One was the lefty goal. This time, the beautiful pass to a streaking Miles Jones. When you have a midfielder like Jules Henningberg, who spent his whole college career in that spot as an ex-attackman, as the conductor, the initiator, the passer, he's got all the experience with the head up and the timely cut by Jones, who's answered the bell now twice in the second half.
Makes a guy like Ryan Ambler move down the list. Just crazy. So much talent. Schreiber, he had room and he takes advantage. Tommy Schreiber has his first goal tonight, and we have another tie in Minnesota.
Watch the hesitation. Schreiber catches this at first and thinks, should I shoot? Right there, the little hesitation allows him to stare down Jack Kelly, the goalie. Couple more steps, back of the net. We've got a dandy in Minnie.
One of the best college players ever in his season debut here in the PLL. Quick ball movement, and Archers have another. That is textbook stuff from the Archers.
Not fair.
Marcus Holman has his fourth goal tonight.
The release is ridiculous. Will Manny's talking to his mates. And Will Manny has thrown two incredible passes in this game to Marcus Holman. And Holman delivers with an absolute hammer of a shot. Catch, plant, and release. From that angle, normally you have to go upfield to increase your angle. Give me the rock. Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Count him out, Marcus Holman. 4 goals, 1 2-pointer, 5 points tonight. Pinnell on the reset. He's got 4 assists today. This pass cannot be collected by the Woods, and the Archers survive in Minnesota. It's back-to-back 1-point losses for the Woods. They fall to 1-4. Archers are back above 500.